it's the 1st of April and we're setting up for our 3rd year camp of Lakenheath and Mildenhall. And this year it's absolutely disgusting. There are so many planes going out for the war on Iran. This camp is going to be amazing. Loads of different people are coming. A lot of us were on the Together March last Saturday. 500,000 people were marching in London. And so we've got Muslims, Jews, Christians, people of no faith. So this is going to be a great camp. So we're just setting up at the moment, getting this place ready for the influx of people.
Lakenheath Alliance for Peace is an alliance of 65 organisations, and we've been holding a peace camp for 2026. This is the 3rd one we've had, with loads of people from all around the country taking part.
I find coming to a peace camp is the best way for me to really understand what is happening and what I'm able to do with others to try and create a more peaceful society.
Well, we're opposite the main gate at the moment, so people have been putting up the banners and the gazebos. So we've got our presence here. I'm now putting up some tents here by this loo. We've got a few overnight tents here because we've got an overnight vigil, 24/7 vigil taking place here. And that's to keep a watch on what's going on here, because what's going on in this base is amazing. There's planes going off all the time, wasting all that oil, which should be being used in people's houses and on their transport, is going off into planes to bomb people. Incredible. And all that oil and petrol and aviation fuel is coming into Britain and then going out on American planes. Disgusting.
It's polluting our skies. They're training people to murder. I can't just sit at home and do nothing. I'm here because I want a safe and peaceful world for my grandchildren, and that's been my aim all the way through. Joined CND when I was a student many years ago. I can't believe that I still need to be doing this.
I'm installing at the moment another installation on the fence with these baby vests, and basically it's humans are not targets.
Well, my name is Padraig. I'm with the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament. We're one of the many partners in the Lakenheath Alliance for Peace. And what I'm doing now is we're putting up an installation here to remember the over 100 children who were killed at the start of the US illegal attacks on Iran over a month ago. So this is just a reminder of the civilian costs of what the US and Israel have been doing. Nuclear weapons are here too, but this base and many US bases in Britain have been extremely involved in what has been happening in Iran.
So, welcome everybody. We're back at Lakenheath with our friend the dodo. Dodo died out. Wonder why. And over there, we've got dinosaurs. The dinosaur. Too much weaponry, too little brain. Now extinct. We're here, and we're trying to send a letter to the commanders here. So the RAF commander and the USAF commanders, telling them why we're here and why we believe they should stop what they're doing.
It's been happening in my lifetime. We've seen the decimation of Afghanistan, we've seen the decimation of Iraq. I just cannot bear to see any more death and destruction. Please read our letter. Please act.
So this is the letter to USAF and RAF commanders at Lakenheath and Mildenhall. Dear base commanders, we are writing to you once again about the disregard of international law at RAF Lakenheath and RAF Mildenhall. There are concerns about UK control of a base that, although used by the US Air Force, is British sovereign territory. As you are well aware, over 100 fighter bombers, including F-35As, F-15Es and F-22s, have been deployed from RAF Lakenheath for the attack on Iran. Although they are USAF planes, the fact that they are using UK territory makes it an act of aggression by the UK against Iran. The United States has already deployed or is preparing to site B-6112 nuclear weapons at RAF Lakenheath, a process euphemistically termed nuclear sharing, and the UK government is welcoming the arrangement. This move is in clear breach of Article 1 of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. We urge you to take immediate steps to bring all illegal activities at these bases to an end and to return any nuclear bombs that may already be at RAF Lakenheath to the USA. And this has been signed by quite a few people in the Lakenheath Alliance for Peace, but also Anne Wright, who's the retired US Colonel, and Chris Romberg, who's a retired UK Colonel, and Commander Robert Green, who's retired UK Royal Navy. And I just hope more and more people get the message that unless we rise up, our government is just going to continue allowing the US to do whatever it likes, and it'll be endless forever wars. So thank you all for coming here, and let's do what we can over this next week. Okay.
Well, there's been a 24/7 vigil at the base to say, we're standing up to be counted, we're not going away. If you don't stand up to be counted against something, then your silence is counted as consent. And I do not consent. Most people don't consent.
My name's Helen. The best thing about being here has been all the people passing who cheer us on, and some people have stopped and talked to us. Some local people have come down today, said, oh, we saw what happened yesterday and we've come to talk to you today. It's going to be a cold night, so I'm really glad to be here with lots of lovely people, because we'll drink tea and keep our spirits up.
A group of us are going to different towns today to hand out leaflets to alert local people to the risks which are on their doorstep. Even though Lakenheath base is 10 miles away, if there were a nuclear accident or a nuclear attack on Lakenheath, then this town would probably be wiped off the map. So we're here to tell people about the danger that they have by hosting the American Air Force on their doorstep.
What do you think about these nuclear bombs?
Absolutely
being
awful.
Awful.
Sorry, I'll start crying.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I've got grandchildren. I don't want them to grow up in a world like that. It's still going and I can't bear it. Sorry.
It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we keep going, and there's a big group of us, and we've got this peace camp, and we're protesting over the Easter weekend, and there's lots of us wanting it to be different.
Oh yeah.
And we're not going to give up, not go quiet. We will raise our voices.
Yeah.
And you
keep
can
going.
do that with us.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so overwhelmed by it all, so thank you.
I do have an issue with them being based in the UK, because I think it's probably about time we disentangled ourselves from this special relationship. I don't think it exists anymore, and I think Trump is a clear and present danger to global security. And I've been saying this for years, ever since his first term. Duck off. That's it.
I'm Craig Rayside. I'm here in Thetford, part of the Lakenheath Peace Camp for 2026. I'm a veteran of the British Army, Royal Engineers. I served in the First Gulf War, Bosnia and Kosovo with my American colleagues, and I'd like politely to ask you to go home. We don't need your nuclear weapons here, especially the way that your foreign policy is dictating wars of aggression and genocide in Western Asia. And the British people are uncomfortable with this. This isn't the way we behave, and we can take care of ourselves in a quiet way that's respectful of everybody's values and treating people equally around the world.
We know that they have nuclear weapons on this facility. It's putting a site of war in the middle of our country, and a site over which the British people have no say whatsoever. They don't ask for this to be here, and it endangers the life of every person, not just in Lakenheath but in this whole region.
We are complicit in these wars. These RAF bases like Lakenheath and Mildenhall, Fairford, are being used by the US for their resource wars. It has to stop. And this camp is part of that. Lakenheath, in a way, is a pivot. It is a litmus test. If we can get rid of the US bases in this country, then we've gone a huge step towards a better, more sustainable world.
It's not about stopping this war. It's about stopping any war. It's about to know exactly what we want to defend. and it's more about human security. We've got huge problems with housing, unemployment, education, our medical services, and we are very much against all this military expenditure, which is so nonsense and brings death, as we've seen, no? So I'm happy to be here to speak about it and with other people who think the same.
Thank you for coming here. My name's Phil Gittings. I work for an organisation called World Beyond War. Today, I've been asked to talk a little bit about the connections between war, militarism, and the environment and climate crisis. Think about, at this time in the future, instead of spending 2.7 trillion on preparing for war and enacting war, this 2.7 trillion is spent somewhere else. Individual actions do matter, but if we want to make our way out of this, we've got to look at systems. And there's no bigger system than the war system.
We do not comply. These wars are not done in our name. Nuclear weapons are not in our name.
So we've just been at RAF Lakenheath, which is actually a US Army base, and we believe that the flights here are supplying weapons to the illegal war in Iran. Our message today is that we do not comply with US military on this soil. We will keep coming back until there are no nukes on this land.
My name is Chris Romberg. I'm a retired officer of the British Army. In my past work, I was the defense attaché in the British embassies in Jordan and Egypt at the time of the preparations for and the conduct of the invasion of Iraq. And I am horrified that with all that went wrong then and all the lessons that we thought we had learned, here we are again conducting a war of aggression against another country in that region. And we thought we had learnt those lessons again, but once again we have a war of aggression taking place. And that's why I'm here at Lakenheath today, because from here, once again, jets are departing, fighters, bombers are departing to take part in this war of aggression. I visited Nuremberg last year and visited the court where the International Military Tribunal are taking place. And we were reminded of the words of Robert Jackson, the American chief prosecutor, who called the wars of aggression as the supreme international crime, because they are the source of all the war crimes that are taking place. And it is a war of aggression, an unlawful, illegal war that is taking place against Iran now. And what is more, from the words that we have heard from the leaders expressed, a war of annihilation. And this is something that we must resist. That is why I'm here today.
As part of the Lakenheath Peace Camp this year, we've gone on to Lakenheath Warren, which is the other side of the base. We're here just to have a break from being against the main road and all the planes, although we're really close to the base. The base is just over here, but we can't film from this side. And the sun's actually come out and we've had a nice walk, stretched our legs, and we're all ready for the big day at the base again tomorrow.
My name's Richard, I'm an ex-soldier myself. At the moment we're blockading the entrance to Lakenheath Air Base, which is both somewhere where the US has got nuclear weapons, and topically it was where the F-15 fighter shot down over Iran very recently was based. So we're very much at the heart of the war machine and Trump's illegal, aggressive war. There was some sense in the Cold War era you were dealing with two rational blocs. The world now is run by irrational people in a way that is bloody terrifying. Weapons in these hands are too dangerous, and service members really need to have their own thoughts, their own conscience at work in what they do. We're gathered here to blockade the base symbolically. We've had singing, we've had speeches, we've got a great sense of comradeship, and it's a good place to be.
This is such an awful thing that's going on. I thought I've got to come along and be one of the numbers.
Well, I feel that the illegal war has put me in harm's way because I live on the river, very close to Mildenhall, and also the planes from Lakenheath come over a lot.
Yeah, and same as actually. Yeah, I'm quite close to it all, but it's not just about us, it's about everybody.
Exactly.
And it's about the future generations, our children, our grandchildren. It's, you know, what the hell's going on. It's not a justifiable war at all, for the wrong reasons, if there ever are right reasons. So that's why we've come along.
So my name is Sophie Bolt. I'm the General Secretary of the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament. I'm here today because I want to be part of this very, very vibrant movement against US military bases here in Britain. It's absolutely critical. People understand that when Starmer says that British bases are only being used in so-called defensive actions, that's completely untrue. Behind me there are hundreds of people that have now sat down in the road. They are now blockading RAF Lakenheath. There's really, really good energy here. You know, you've got people who are drumming, you've got people who are singing, you've got people who've brought their own placards that they've made themselves, you've got people who are networking, people who've never been to this base before, come here for the first time to take part in non-violent direct action. So there's a really sort of strong energy, but also a real anger at what the British government is doing, what it's dragging the country into when there's overwhelming opposition to this illegal war on Iran.
Will the powerful lead us to violence and death, or will the people of Earth strive for the best? Now, why do they want to bring their nukes here? I have to admit, their intentions aren't clear. To scare Russia back, or provoke Putin more? Will they save the Ukraine, or is Trump letting them fall?
Okay, is there anything I could reasonably say or do to get you to get out of this road? What can I do?
No, I'm doing my bit to try and
so there's nothing
raise
I can
awareness
say or
of
do.
what's going on here.
This is an illegal war. The planes have been taken off from here. 6 planes took off now. In a few hours, perhaps hundreds of civilians will be murdered. I cannot do anything but take action against this illegal war.
Every human being here, the people who've come because we know that this is wrong, that we should be having this war. We support the people who are resisting in Palestine, and we don't want nuclear bases on our soil. As well as those people, there's also all these guys who've come here today because it's their job and they've been told to come and stand here, and they're all welcome too. There's also other people working in there. There's people who drive by and shout, "Go and get a job" on a Saturday, which is a strange thing to shout at pensioners, particularly with this demographic. Here's a little history of a bigger mystery. I have written this story into my song. If it isn't what you used to, I hope it will amuse you. And maybe if you choose to, then you'll sing along. It goes, I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe, a part of all women and a part of all men. Once upon a sometime, and once upon a somewhere, and once upon a summer, there was a big bang. Energy revolving, and energy dissolving, and energy evolving, and that's what I am. I am as old as the universe. Sing! I've been here before, and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe, a part of all women and a part of all men. I'm a little flower that blossoms for an hour, but in me there's a power that grows on and on. Power in the roots of me, power in the shoots of me, power in the fruit that will pass my seed on. I am as old as the universe. Sing! I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe, a part of all women and a part of all men. La 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 la. here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe, a part of all women and a part of all men. I am not a somebody, I am not a nobody, I'm a cell in one body, filling all space. All I ever could be, and all I ever should be, and all I ever will be, is here in this place. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe. I'm part of all women and a part of all men. And again, I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe. I'm part of all women and a part of all men. And again, I am as old as the universe. Hey! I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe. A part of all women and a part of all men. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here
Have you appealed to them to stop their war crimes yet?
I'm not appealing to anybody.
You're not appealing to anybody?
I love hearing the sounding of the beeps. It's so good. People are with us here. I've come today because I don't want there to be any more nuclear or American bases on our soil, and I don't want those huge jets flying out across Iran in my name. Look at the effort that goes in here, the creativity, the courage, the commitment. This matters. We're standing here because this matters.
The police only took 5 minutes to come to this lovely group of people who are together saying, we oppose genocide, we support Palestine action.
On suspicion of interception.
Section 13 of terrorism.
Section 13 of terrorism.
Okay, I think
you don't have to say anything, but it may harm you. Do you mind taking the backpack for me?
There's one more down. Your arrest, confidence, investigation, and also to ascertain your name and address. Have you got anything on you that's going to cause any harm to yourself, myself, or any people here? Stop. On your wish list, is it?
Watch that line.
Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Heroes! Heroes all!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
I think Angie said it was an experiment to see how the police would react to a group DOJ action, and I think they gave us a fairly quick response. Well, thanks very much for all the support. I've now sampled Suffolk's hospitality as well as the Met's. The Suffolk facilities are excellent, so should you feel yourselves in need of 4 hours of sleeping time with nothing much to do, recommended. But thanks very much for all those who witnessed, supported, and gave us a good cheer.
Thanks, Richard. Another round for that team. It was a fantastic action. Good job. Well done, everyone.
This is the end of the camp. We're taking the banners down.
Learning so much from the way you do campaigns in England and in Scotland, in Wales, everywhere. So now I am going back to Spain with really more ideas and more groups to invite to our own actions there.
Getting coverage on the BBC, in Al Jazeera, in the Daily Mail, the Daily Telegraph, on ITN Anglia. This is important because
What happens at this base, Lakenheath, is often done in secrecy. So lots of people are not aware that nuclear weapons have come back here.
We came together as the Lakenheath Alliance for Peace to stop nuclear weapons coming to this base. Over 60 groups working together. Our combined efforts have sadly not prevented them from being delivered to this base. And since then, jets from this base have been involved in Israel's genocidal war against the Palestinian people and now being sent to destroy Iran. We will not stand by while this goes unchallenged. Nuclear weapons and war do not bring peace. We want a peaceful, sustainable, nuclear-free world, and we will keep returning and making our voices heard. I would like everyone to turn towards the base, please. Got a message for them that we came in peace, we leave in peace, we will return in peace. We came in peace, we leave in peace, we will return in peace. Thank you, everybody.
Well done. Well done, Sue. Pulled off another one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sue.
All the hard work.
The biggest thing that I think helps with having this peace camp is coming together with like-minded people and building a movement. Between the peace camps, we held a vigil every month. We bring banners, we bring refreshments and our energy and network. So if people would like to be part of it, then just get in touch with Lakenheath Alliance for Peace.
It's been an excellent camp, one of the best, but unfortunately it looks like we're going to have to be back again because there's still attacks on Iran. We need to continue the campaign. You can't come down here for a few days, wave a few placards, go home and forget about it. This has got to be a sustained campaign.
Shall I make myself look beautiful for the cameras? Oh, where's my lipstick? Where's my lipstick?
This is an American base and we have managed to blockade it so simply and easily.
We've got 8 people locked on. We've got the beautiful banner here which says there are no winners in nuclear war.
It's absolutely farcical that a motley crew of people have managed to block this base so far for over an hour and the police have hardly arrived. It's pretty incredible what we can do if we just put our minds to it and what's possible.
I'm known as Uncle Sai to everybody. I'm a 77-year-old disabled person. I'm taking this action because the RAF is used by the American as an American base and they are bombarding the Iranian.
And so we have this lovely little carabiner here and we put it in here and there's a bar and then I can't get my hand out. So they'll have to demolish this in order to release me when they come.
The cutting team have arrived to cut out of this tube which I've got in the back of the car that towed the trailer, so that we can block this whole gate today.
We've got a friend here who is going to make all the tyres black to make it more difficult for the police to remove us.
Having nuclear weapons on this base behind us in the control of American people is in violation of the Non-Proliferation Treaty.
This is like an hour's drive from my house and there's nuclear weapons here.
Weapons that the British public hasn't been told about, hasn't been asked about.
Because you're a local police, aren't you? Milden Hall, so now we're a target. Around here, we're a target because the Lakenheath plane was down and burned. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that, yeah.
So that's, I mean, we knew we would be a target as soon as we put nuclear weapons back here, but that's pretty scary.
I'm the Jewish daughter of a Holocaust survivor, and I want people to know that there are a growing minority of Jewish people like me who are willing to stand up and speak out against Israel.
We are aiding and abetting one of the world's worst aggressors, and it has to stop.
This isn't the British public wanting to do this. This is the Americans that are forcing this onto us.
Britain continues to be in violation of international law. It's complicit in war crimes and illegal wars of aggression against Iran and also via Israel against Lebanon and other countries in the region. It's also complicit in Israel's genocide of the Palestinian people in Gaza and the West Bank.
Can I ask you guys why it is that you always address the small crimes that are out here in the gateway and not the big crimes
obviously,
that are taking
we're
place
not going to comment
in the
on
base?
that. All right, okay.
It's a fair question, don't you think?
Okay, it's something
Your
we're not going to
officers of
comment
the
on, though,
law,
is it?
And there are big illegal, actions happening in there, international crimes, war crimes, and you don't seem interested in those. Hello.
There are flights flying from here supporting the illegal war in Iran.
The fact that the United States is now involved in an illegal war of aggression against Iran, it makes this base a target for Iran, which is the victim of this illegal war. It's no good Britain saying we're not involved in the war. You absolutely are, by allowing this aggressor to have this territory. It's colonialism. It's US colonialism, imperialism.
Thank you, everybody. Free Gaza and free Palestine! To the river! Palestine will live forever!
Right, step back for us, please. Step
You didn't
back.
give her any warning.
Didn't need to.
When you arrest old women and old men, or any protester that's peaceful, and have non-violence guidelines which you know very well, you do not need to cuff us, you do not need to be rough. And we still live in a democratic state that isn't quite fascist yet.
We're being failed. Everything is falling to pieces. If we didn't waste so much money on an arms industry like this, there would be money for everything. There'd be resources for everything. There's no politician who's standing up for us and saying, this is absurd, that we're spending so much money on killing and wasting, and we're not putting a fraction of this into education and social justice, mental health support, climate justice, peace. This has to change, and the only way it will change is through peaceful civil resistance, people like us, as ordinary people, coming together in our thousands, in our millions. And we have to stand up for our fellow human beings across the planet.
I think they're going to do all right. I've got a feeling they're going to do okay.
If you're in the police, get a union, get organised, and take a stand along with the rest of us, because you're citizens just like the rest of us. Plus, you actually have some ideals. You joined because you want to uphold the law. Well, this is the law right here. The law is you're not allowed to invade countries without provocation. You're not allowed to blow up hospitals and schools.
Thank you, dear. This is my best friend. This is the police liaison officer. He's got a really nice smile. He was really nice to me.
He's got a lovely manner.
He was really lovely when he told me to stop singing. I couldn't stop singing because that's just not okay. But we're going to sing one more song and then we're going to go over there. That's what we're going to do. And that makes his job easier. Have we got your agreement here that we'll do that together? No. Okay. Nice face. Can't quite get there with the emotion.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Are we ready? Let's say thank you to all the people who put the effort in to organise this. Thank you so much for the food, for all the stewarding, for the kindness, for the love, for the caring. 25 years and my life is still try and get up that great big hill of hope to my destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that this world was run by brotherhood of man. For whatever that means. And I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar, and
I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and I scream the top of my lungs, what's going on?
And I say,
hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
and I say,
hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what's going on?
And I try. Oh my God, I try. I try all the time in these institutions. And I pray. Oh my God, do I pray. I pray every single day for a revolution. I cry sometimes when I'm writing
What's in my head? A little peculiar. And I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and I see the top of my lungs. What's going on?
And I said,
hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Sing along. Hey, what's going on?
and I said,
Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, hey,
yeah, 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 yeah.
what's going on?
Hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
and I said,
Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, yeah. What's going on? Nice singing. Oh, he's asking us to do another one. Hang on.
Sorry, mate.
If you wouldn't mind, that'd be brilliant. If you could